So I didn't get to play Ashes of Creation, so I figured we could check out Lazypeon's impressions on Ashes of Creation. I've seen a little bit of gameplay, but considering that this is one of those MMOs that a lot of people are talking about, and I haven't nearly done any research into it at all, I figured that this would be a good starting point for us to check it out. Although, I guess I should mention that Ashes of Creation is still very, 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 very far away from releasing. So hold on to your butts. Don't expect this to be coming anytime soon.
Ashes of Creation recently concluded its month-long Alpha 1 test that ran from July 14th to August 15th. I gave my first impressions of the Alpha 1 a few weeks back, but this is a follow-up video where I take on some world bosses, partake in a castle siege, look at the attention to detail in the world, check out some new melee combat changes, and take to the skies on a flying mount. This video has no sponsor, but if you want to support the channel and plan on playing Ashes of Creation one day when it's eventually released, then click my referral link for the game in the description below. Back with some more Ashes of Creation Alpha 1 for the month-long non-NDA test. I've re-leveled back up to, well, this time level 12, so I can participate in some castle sieges, which should be happening in about an hour or two. Let's take a quick tour of the node. Something I noticed popping up yesterday were these buildings in construction.
So nodes, for those of you that aren't aware from the little research I did do on this game, those are like things in the world that a lot of spots have these nodes, and depending on how well that location of the map is doing, so how active players are over there, participating in events, maybe delivering quests and just doing activities, those nodes evolve, and therefore that particular area of the map gets more structures, more support, more NPCs, more stuff. If those things are doing bad, then, you potentially get like maybe raided by more monsters or something like that. There's some kind of like dynamic system in there with the nodes that will change things that are happening throughout the world dynamically.
After we successfully voted for a mayor. Let's look inside some of the buildings of this village stage node though, just to get an idea of the attention to detail. This building's a little chapel, go up to the door, press E to open it. We can pray to one of the Ashes of Creation deities in here. Over here we've got a house. If we click on this, we can buy it as a real space player house. Costs 25,000 gold. Go inside, get an idea of the details.
That expensive,
got a bit of furniture and stuff in it.
As
development goes on, I'd imagine all of this furniture would be interactable. Like you could sit down and stuff, lay in bed. It's all very picturesque, isn't it? I'd love to own this house. It's got a well outside, space for some plants, lots of nice pieces of attention to detail.
I wonder if the houses
different layout from the previous house as well. Always been a big fan of real space player housing in MMOs. Ooh, there's a little space for maybe some farm animals out here as well. So this is another building. It doesn't seem to be a real space player house. Or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I just haven't seen the sign. This one's trashed inside. Yeah, this house is absolutely wrecked. So perhaps this house becomes nicer as the node levels up. I'm not really too sure what the purpose of this one is yet. Maybe it's just placeholder. But yeah, to get to the point, every single building in the nodes of Ashes of Creation will be buildings that you can actually go inside and will actually have a function. Like this is the town hall. Go inside here, the mayor can interact with the desk to set the tax rate. Places to sit down and have political meetings. The thing I like about having every building serve a purpose and to be something you can go inside of and interact with in an MMO is it helps create a sense of immersion, and it also adds a lot to the RP factor. Imagine being a role player in this game, having your...
That's one of the things that I always hear people complain about, and to an extent, if you start playing different games, you start feeling it too. It's the 14 loading zones, because you know how the world is like sectioned off in different areas and whatnot. Like, if you have one cohesive world that you can just like run around, enter buildings, stuff like that, it makes things considerably more immersive than, just like, oh, you gotta zone into this thing if you want to go to this area, zone into that area, and stuff like that.
Your very own real space player house inside of a city and your friends can just come and visit and everyone sees that house. Come to think of it, I can't really think of too many MMOs that have real space player housing in cities. Land for rent. Oh, land for sale. Need to be mayor to build here. Oh, this is the caravan shop. Quite a beautiful looking node considering it's only at village stage. There's another 3 stages after this.
I mean,
Town, city, and then...
I'm not sure I'm feeling this node. There's literally an active volcano within sight. I feel like the real estate market in this place is actually not that great. Maybe I'll buy a house someplace else. How about that, Lazypeon? No, literally active volcano in the background. Not a good investment, in my opinion.
Metropolis. So if this is what a village node looks like, I can't even imagine how vast and sprawling a metropolis node is. Jump on my flaming fox mount. Got a
makes me wonder though. So if a node is developing, right? It gets developed, it's leveling up, it's all of these things, and then it's got nice houses, and you go in there and you buy a house in that node, thus leveling it up a little bit more. But like say, I don't know, for whatever reason, town gets raided, something bad happens, node levels down. What happens to your house? You buy this nice looking place, and then the monsters come, and it's like, hey, you now own this crater. There's just like a crater there in the ground, and that's your house. Just get volcano insurance. That's some Pompeii real estate.
tree to chop down.
You know, own this nice little crater in the ground.
For some nice picturesque screenshots. But unfortunately, there's no function for that in this alpha. Just the kind of river I'd like to do some fishing in. Oh, my character's frozen. No, just random floating stars. And we caught a fish. Not sure if those stars are supposed to be like that. It looks a bit weird. Despite the game being in alpha, the swimming mechanics already feel better than the swimming in Black Desert. Although, literally any game has better swimming mechanics than Black Desert, to be fair. Giant castle in the distance. I don't think this is the castle that we're going to be sieging later on, though. Just bypass all the mobs on mounts. They've probably got to fix that, haven't they? Yeah! Come on, dog. There we go. I'm pretty sure for full release, you won't be able to just sprint through a raid, skipping all the mobs on your mounts. So this is going to be my first Ashes of Creation raid. Here we are. We gather for the boss. A few T-poses there. Some of these players are looking pretty cool. Have some badass looking capes. Player collision's pretty intense in this game. So this one has 49k HP. Intense in this game.
No, wait.
Pretty cool. Have some badass looking capes.
Peon, how's the six-pack coming, by the way?
Player collision's pretty intense in this game. So this one has 49k HP. With the amount of players we have, that's probably not a lot. Okay, let's go. Big damage on the dragon. Oh god, the lava raptors are spawning. I didn't even realise. Okay, big AoE laser beam. Oh, we're all taking a lot of damage. Healer's doing big heals. This thing, I can actually, okay, I'm dead. Level 10 rare halberd dropped. That dragon did not last long with 30 players attacking it. So once the dragon's dead, let's explore this place. People just killing the ads.
And by the way, before people start spazzing out, remember, this is an alpha. Don't expect like big mechanics when it comes to these monsters. At least I hope that there's more mechanics than just like tank and spank like what they did there. Tank and spank AoE ads.
Is there an exit over here or something? Okay, we're gonna go do another boss. Saxel leading the way. Oh.
Well, maybe you won't be making another boss.
Alpha. So this is the Underrealm. I've actually got a quest in here to kill this monster here, Sorrow's Hunger. As you can see, super vibrant. The colours really pop. If you just stand still, the flowers are actually changing colour. Lots of bioluminescence and stuff. It's like a disco, but for nature. After we kill this thing, apparently we're going to go fight a spider boss. Sorrow's Hunger. Let's go. Yeah, we're making very quick work of this boss. Harry Potter wand action. kite the boss around. Looks cool though, doesn't it? Let's give it a big laser zap. Big damage. And it's dead. Good fight, Sorrow's Hunger. Jump over this. Okay. Oh, this is the Brood Queen, is it? This one has 869,000 health. The thing I just killed earlier, Sorrow's Hunger, and the Worm, they were like 8-player party bosses. This thing is an actual raid boss. Lots more health. Look at all of the wands going off. Just projectiles everywhere because everyone's playing a mage because it's OP. Harry Potter and the Spider Octopus. Frame rate seems to be holding up decently well. Probably the most colourful boss encounter I've ever seen in an MMO. Someone asked Steven, how much colour do you want for this boss fight? And he just said,
Yes.
yes.
Of course.
Oh, that's awkward. Oh, we got
all the
res.
debuffs on the boss.
It's taken a long time to bring this boss down. Let's get a better view of all of these projectiles going off. Hopefully I won't die. Look at that. Zap, zap, motherfucker. Big damage. Dead? Hello, are you dead? Are you dead? Dude, that thing is fucking creepy. Look at that. Okay,
Jesus Christ, that was nasty looking.
Today I'm just going through some quests in Ashes of Creation, seeing if there's any cool ones that stand out to me. This quest's cool. It involves a bit of jumping. If I go in the water here, I take big poison damage. Once you're on the other side, you also need to do a bit of a jumping puzzle.
Puzzles.
Fans of Guild Wars 2 would certainly like this kind of quest. I've already done one of these in the wetlands, and it was pretty fun. At the top of each of these rock things, there's like a shrine that I need to interact with for the quest.
These rocks actually look pretty good.
Like a jumping puzzle on 3 different
Textures
maps. Here
on
it is. Interact with that. This one here seems to be the 3rd jumping puzzle.
What is that sliding
Let's
going on with the
check it out.
mouse?
So jump up here.
That needs a
Jump
little
the
bit of
gap,
polish.
Jump. This one seems pretty easy. Jump. Oh yeah, that one's super easy. Not even a jumping puzzle, really. So this is what I don't like about staffs in Ashes of Creation. Look at that. Why are staffs melee? It doesn't make sense. Realistically, no one is ever going to use a staff if this is what a staff is. Mages don't want to use a melee staff because it's just stupid. So everyone's just going to be using the tome and the wand. This is probably placeholder though. I hope it is, because I really like using staffs in MMOs. Well,
it'd be Gandalf. Well, Gandalf used the sword.
I wouldn't use it if it was melee. So today's August 16th. I've just logged back into the Ashes of Creation Alpha 1 servers as there's been a few updates. Most notably, there's been a melee combat update. So we can actually try out the new melee combat swings versus the old ones. So this is how the combat used to be with melee combat. It would kind of root you in place and your attacks would move you forward. However, they've allowed us to press this button and toggle between the 2 modes. So the new way allows you to swing your weapon and have free movement. I already much prefer the new system, having that freedom of movement. It just feels a lot better.
Why would you want to be locked in place? Today's the last day of Ashes of
Creation's Alpha 1, and in a few minutes we're all going to get boosted to level 15. Get a full set of gear and partake in a big castle siege. Someone's got the name Caspian. That's quite amusing. I bet that's Kira TV. 100%. I'm going to send him a screenshot. Game's lagging a bit. There's quite a few players around. Siege has started, okay? Take me to the battlefield. Let's go. My first time participating in an Ashes of Creation siege. Take me to the walls. I suppose we want to go to a control point. Okay, that's a lot of attackers coming in hot. Some AoE down. Big damage. Everyone's just playing a bloody mage. Oh, look at all of the defenders. There's loads of us. Kill this healer. Nice. Burst him down. Good job, team. There's another one here. Zap him. Big damage. Give him the zap.
Game's holding up pretty well considering the amount of players
pushing in. Action target mode really feels terrible on the mage. It's kind of unplayable. Probably better to just stick with tab targeting. Looks like the defenders are pushing them back.
So you can swap
the game's running surprisingly well.
Tab
It's a little bit weird that when the enemies die, their red nameplates stick around.
Yeah, they gotta get rid of that.
Or something. Hit him from the side. I haven't died yet, so that's good. Let's drop my AoE over here. Big AoE.
Well, that's a lot of players.
Yeah, missed everything. Oh, there's a lot of players. There's a lot going on. Come on, I'll chase him. I'll chase him.
Yeah, for an alpha, this is actually really good.
Nice, good job. And another one.
But then again, I assume that like Lazypeon has like a super computer.
No,
like my
he's
PC
off on
probably
his
won't
mount.
run
Okay.
it this well.
Oh, nice. This is going to be a perfect
On
place
my
to drop some
beautiful
big AoE.
2060.
We need to move fast. Ready? Big AoE, come on. Right on their heads. Big damage. I got dragged somewhere. Okay. Teleport. Oh, lag.
Yeah,
I'm dead.
Yeah, right. Oh yeah, of course. It was lag. It was the
I did
lag.
big damage before I died.
It was the lag,
so
guys.
I feel good about that one.
It was clearly lag. Yeah, I saw it.
What's Steven doing? Oh, so it looks like we're pushing into the attacker's camp. Drop some AoE. Drop the AoE. Teleport out. Big laser beam. Oh, zap him. Zap him down. Big damage. I think we got him. Yeah, this is pretty fun. Oi, 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 oi. Run. Run. And we're dead. I don't really like how you need to talk to these NPCs to get through the gate. Perhaps there could be a better way of doing that. Maybe you just go up to the gate and press E. The scale of the castle's quite nice. Kind of goes into the mountain, giant dwarven head. Very nice. This is clearly a dwarven style castle. Are they on the walls? Oh my god.
Oh yeah, there are
walls.
dwarves in this game, by the way, which is pretty good.
Oh my. Oh, we're gonna go fight the dragon. That's the
Although
dragon.
I think the dwarves almost look like
very nice.
Friggin'
I thought he was
gnomes.
resetting aggro. Oh. You can pull him pretty far. How far can you pull this guy? Run. We're being hunted. Large force inbound on the gates. Zap. Big zap. Don't mind me. I'm a sneaky mage. Oh god, there's loads. There's loads of them. We're behind enemy lines. Push out with the team. We've got the dwarf. We assault with haste. We hit them hard from the side. Let's come and get ready to drop the big AoE on them. Big AoE, here it is. Come on, big damage. Yes, there it is. Teleport out. They've actually done a bit of damage to the gates, to be fair. Big zapper. Oh, he clapped me.
There's an actual siege weapon
Prismatic
going?
beam ability kind of sucks on elevation. Look at that. Dragon in the background flapping his wings. I don't know if people are fighting him. I guess so. Drop the fireball on him. Nice AoE. Teleport. Oh, we're being flanked. That's not good. We're about to get big damaged on. Run. Mount.
The dwarf.
Run. Run.
The dwarf. Don't abandon the dwarf. No. You just abandoned them.
Okay.
This is what people do to dwarves.
We
They just
made it out
abandon them
alive.
to their
Good
fate.
job. Oh, okay, yeah, we're doing damage with the catapult now. Oh, big damage. Oh, wait, we should probably hit the actual, their catapult. Oh, we blew it up. Nice. Look at that.
That was cool.
Wow. I hit one person. Laser zap the choke point. Kill this healer.
I wonder if they can. They have to be able to disable
for
those.
MMORPG alpha standards. I can say that much. Oh, look at this guy. Okay, you're a clever one, aren't you? Nihilion. He's right on top. He's soloing the gate, the absolute madman. Oh, wait, what? Oh, Steven's attacking the gate. Steven's the raid boss. 60 of us all just zerging Steven down. Like, can we teabag him? Can you crouch? I don't...
Oh my god, you
There you go,
disrespectful
Steven.
bastard.
Oh, the dragon's summoned fire.
Here you go,
dragons
Steven. Have a
around,
taste
has
of
he?
these nuts.
Are people actually fighting him, or is he just here taking an interest in us? Yeah,
He's
okay,
glitched
dragon.
through a rock.
Oh shit, they've actually almost taken it. Okay. We've kind of descended to chaos. I don't really know what's going on right now.
Oh my god.
It's a little bit of a clusterfuck on my screen. Oh, that's a lot of AoE. And yeah, I think we're dead. We lost. GM
There you
Toast
go.
managed to capture the throne control point. There was only 3 minutes to go. I've spawned into AoE and lag. Zap. Nice, we got a world PvP kill, let's go. What fun things am I going to get to play with? So this is the Death's Hand cosmetic. Look at that cape. I appreciate games with long ass capes and really nice cape physics, especially as someone that likes to play a mage. I'm looking forward to testing out some really badass robe sets in the future. That's a bloody cool mount though. Look at the animation on
So
that.
long as they're not all on the fucking cash
He's like
shop.
half owl, half silverback gorilla. What a creature. We take to the skies. Like, let's get a good look at this node from above. For full release, flying mounts are going to be incredibly rare. There's going to be like 10 per server or something. So definitely going to be a thing of great prestige. Fly down into this rock.
I think
and
that's
try
a
out
good
the
thing that
Griffin
there's
Mount.
limited
Recreate that scene
flying
from
mounts.
Harry Potter.
I think that most
we fucked it up.
MMORPGs are
Recreating that
better
scene
if you
from Harry
can't
Potter
fly.
where he drives the griffin near the lake. Oh, everyone's getting their own flying mounts to test out. I think they're all lining up for it. That's cool. So I guess that's going to wrap up my coverage of the Ashes of Creation Alpha 1 test. Got to see pretty much everything I wanted to see, and overall very impressed by MMORPG Alpha 1 standards. I guess we'll check back in for the next testing phase when there's been some more combat changes and new content. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed my coverage of Ashes of Creation Alpha 1. It's still way too early to give any kind of pros and cons for this game, and I can't see a full release until at least 2023. But for a first
I'd say
alpha test, it
2024.
was pretty good. Obviously, combat is the biggest thing they need to get right with this game, and it's nice to see things becoming less static and more free-flowing than what they'd developed previously. On its current trajectory, I can see the combat being really similar to Guild Wars 2 when it's finished. I think the
That's a
action
good
camera
thing.
mode will end up being an optional thing you'll likely toggle for casual content. Currently, the tab targeting mode just feels a lot better. I think that's the best we can hope for with the combat system anyway. So what do you think about Ashes of Creation so far based on the alpha? What changes would you like to see, and what do you think they need to do to further improve the combat? Shout out to ExitLag for improving my ping for this video, and click my referral link down below if you plan on playing Ashes of Creation one day in the future. Social media links on screen. Thanks for watching, I hope you all had a successful day, and I'll see you again really soon.
So, Author says, is this scam of creation? And it's like, I don't really think that the game itself is a scam. They've basically mentioned that, look, you don't have to buy it now. There's not a whole lot to do in the game right now if you do buy it now. If you want to buy in, then they'll sell it to you for, significantly expensive price, which will probably then translate to like in-game goods or some other bullshit. But it's like, I would not recommend anyone to buy into it right now just to play alphas. Like, I don't think that's a particularly good idea. I think that you should check it out when the actual game is done. Then it's probably going to be worth checking out. One thing that I'd like to see them improve is the dwarf models. The dwarves in this game right now look more like friggin' gnomes than dwarves. But, besides that, I think it's very impressive what they've managed to achieve in an alpha. Like, you see the amount of players that were in there and friggin' siege weapons working and all of that other crazy stuff and there was a dragon boss flying around, even though it glitched out into the rocks and whatnot. But just the amount of players on screen, I think it was pretty good. Katame looks like a well-advanced project. Won't interest me one bit. Still seems well made. Yeah. They disappointed a lot of backers so far with their delays in cosmetics and got so many crazy fans. Can't say anything negative. I don't know. I haven't really been following it that much, but I think one of the things that, from what I've seen so far on Ashes of Creation, is that they've at least been pretty honest. I don't know why they've disappointed fans. They're selling kinds of cosmetics for years. Oh. I was nowhere they're already selling cosmetics. Hey. It's all going to be about the balance. Like, what's in the game? What's in the store? What's the balance going to be like? That's going to be what dictates whether or not it's worth it. Because like I said yesterday, it's like an MMO without a cash shop, that's a thing of the past. That's never going to be. Even if you're paying a monthly fee, MMOs are still going to have cash shops. Like, you can't put the toothpaste back in the tube. Can't put the genie back in the bottle. Cash shops are never going to go away when it comes to MMOs. It is what it is.